I already know what time it is.
Hey everybody, this is Jonathan.
What's up guys, this is Gigi.
What's up everybody, this is Ralph.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is JD Garza within the Aftermath, and you are watching
And you're watching
In the Aftermath TV.
The way we had done the writing process for FlyPaper was 2 years ago when we had first wrote it. I was trying to get what I would say is a money riff, something where it gets the whole crowd going, bobbing like that.
From what I remember was the riff came out on the guitar, and it was the little da 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 da.
I presented it to Ralph, our drummer, and he already immediately knew where he wanted to go in the direction with it.
And I put the little drum roll behind it. We brought it and showed John how to play it on the bass or whatever, let him write his bass parts.
And once I got there, they pretty much already came up with the riff, and then they showed it to me, and you know, it was one of those dun 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 dun.
Whenever we came up, the name FlyPaper is not the original name.
Gigi came up with he was like, I want to write a song about, you know, being stuck, like, you know, you feel stuck or something, you feel like you're not going anywhere or you're not going forward.
They were telling me the name of at first it was called Stuck.
Gigi and Ralph had come up with a song that was really, really heavy, had really hard, crunchy riffs, and the name for it was Stuck.
And I was like, okay, well, that's something we could start off with.
The original name for the song was called Stuck because I was in a rut and going through a lot of stuff in my life. Couldn't really get any creative inspiration going, so I was stuck in my own head.
Gigi was going through a little bit of dry spell. I was going through a little bit of dry spell when it came to writing lyrics. So I think the name Stuck was kind of appropriate.
Presented it to our drummer, and he said, you know what, there's a lot of songs that are called Stuck, man. How about you be a little bit more creative with it? Let's call it FlyPaper instead.
What if we themed it FlyPaper instead of Stuck? And then he kind of sat there for a second, and then after he thought about it, he was like, oh yeah, because you get stuck in the FlyPaper. And I was like, yeah.
I took a minute and I said, you know what, that sounds really good. I like that. And this is the same concept, just different, you know. Same, but different.
After a while, they came back and told me about Ralph coming up with the name FlyPaper, which, you know, kind of mirrors the whole thing with Stuck. When you're, you know, of course, flies get stuck to FlyPaper. So, you know, that made it really interesting, and it kind of actually narrowed the field for me to write.
Gigi pissed off JD one day, and JD went back home and wrote a bunch of fucking pissed off lyrics and brought it, and then that's how it fucking became a song.
Ralph had made the comment that I was mad at Gigi one day. Yeah, me and Gigi did get into it, but it didn't inform how I wrote the lyrics. But it did actually set the mindset of being stuck, because we're all stuck and we're all frustrated. And most of it was just out of frustration, not actually any type of hate or malice towards each other. It was just frustration. So that really helped and informed the intensity and the lyrical content of
Fucking FlyPaper.
Every day I feel like stepped in someone else's mess. No part of me is left behind, I fear there's nothing left.
Now that we have a complete version of the song, FlyPaper, to me the song is a lot of struggle and frustration with yourself, you know, being stuck in a certain part of your life, in a certain part in time in your life that you feel like you're just not going to get out of, so it frustrates you. At least to me, it does. So for me, the song is fun to play because I get a lot of anger out when I play the song. It's very frustrating to think about where I was at back then whenever I was writing the song, and it makes me feel so much better now to get the frustration out into a song and then present it to the crowd and go crazy like like we all like to do?
Well, this song's really about you know, just having one bad fucked up day. That's all it is.
It's about having a shitty day and just the way that you purge that shittiness or that negativity. And that's kind of what it means to me.
It's a good song.
So what FlyPaper means to me is exactly what it is, you know, when it comes to being stuck. There's things that happen in your life that you feel like they just keep piling on and piling on and piling on, that there's just a never-ending amount of shit that gets piled onto you. FlyPaper to me means, you know, those days when you're having a bad day and everything, just every single thing that happens in the day just goes wrong. Everything is fucking wrong. Everything goes wrong. You argue with your girl or your dude. You argue, or you know, have a bad day at work. You get fired. Car breaks down. You know, just all these things tend to happen all at once. And so being stuck, or you know, in FlyPaper would be kind of appropriate to that, because you feel like there's nothing you can do to get out of this situation.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I just play the fucking song, man.
When we play it live, that's probably one of my top 2 or 3 favorite songs to play live, because it's just, there's so much energy involved in the song, and I see the crowd getting into it a lot, and that makes me get into it more. And I hear people singing it back, the FlyPaper. I hear people singing that back and stuff, and it's cool. That's badass, and that's one of my favorite songs to play live. It's really fun to play.
Playing it live is the best part than recording it, honestly. Because especially when we get to the part where everyone just screams out the word FlyPaper, you know, that's badass. And just it gets that crowd running, and it gets us going, and all that adrenaline just builds up. And that's like one of my favorite songs to play live.
One of the really cool things about playing FlyPaper live is how we engage the crowd with it. The first time that we played it live, it went over pretty well, but I think it wasn't until the second time that I decided to engage the crowd and ask them if they would sing the 3 syllables of the word FlyPaper. Is how we break it down on the chorus. It goes FlyPaper. And what was really cool is that I did it on the fly, and as I did it on the fly, during the 3 syllables, Ralph stood up and hit the cymbals 3 times to coincide with the cadence. So we asked the crowd on the second time around to do it with us, and we got a huge, amazing response for that. So now we save that song for last, and we get the crowd participating with the song, and it feels really good. It feels really good for people to, you know, when they bounce that energy back to you, and there's nothing like it, man. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs to play, just because we get that crowd participation, and it feels really good.
It's the kind of song that demands a certain energy whenever you present it to people on stage. You can't just play that song and stand in one spot. That song is not like that. You have to, it gives out a certain energy, and you have to match that energy. And I honestly love playing that song live. That's why it is our last song that we play live, because it brings the crowd, it brings the whole show in its entirety full circle to a close.
FlyPaper is really a song that you have to see live. The recorded version just doesn't do it justice. I mean, I hope that as many people as possible can come out to see this, because it's an amazing song live.
Thanks for watching In the Aftermath TV, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Comment in the channel, tell us what you like, tell us what you want us to do, and make sure you tell your friends about the channel.
Make sure you like us on our Facebook.
We do have an Instagram. Follow us on Instagram in the Aftermath Band.
Be safe.
We'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.
We'll just see you later.
Thank you guys. Peace.